Hello everyone and welcome back to the cabin. Yeah, there he is. That's the man with the cane right there. He came by to bail my bacon fat out of the fire again. Okay, the little red truck won't start. It wouldn't even start after we cleaned the battery terminals. Well, when we got to looking at it, it was put in May of 20. So we're gonna go pick up a new battery and see if we can get this thing working, because I need to get it moved, because we're also going to be tearing down that old sawmill. Anyway, Jimmy, remember I told you the other day, he pointed at me and he goes, "You wood, me mechanic," or "You carpenter, me mechanic." So he's going to supervise everything that's going on. Anyway, we'll see you at O'Reilly's. Well, you know what, friends, we're almost there, and if we get lucky, they'll have them on sale. All right, friends, we just left O'Reilly's, and I went there because I kind of figured that it might be cheaper than some of the others, but anyway, it was also the first one that we came to. But do you remember, I was telling my friend Jimmy that I bought a battery about 4 years ago for that Chevrolet truck, and the most expensive battery that I could buy was $189 for the most cold cranking amps, right? So the battery that I just purchased was $129. The most expensive one for this little red truck was $209. But it's not only the batteries, it's everything else, you know. Things have went up so much, and I don't know, Jimmy, are you making any more money than you were 4 years ago?
No.
Neither am I. How do they expect us to pay for this if our income hasn't went up? Yeah, it's crazy, folks, the amount of money that you spend just for the smallest things. You know, the little battery terminal cleaner, right? It's just a little wire brush on the inside. $8 I paid for that, but you know, you gotta have it. So anyway, we'll see when we get back to the hacienda, because we're going to see if we can get this little Frontier back on the road. Okay, we got it now. All right, friends, here we go. You hear that? I guess you could tell that hadn't been cranked in a while, but as soon as it did, it's running smooth. That is exactly why my friend Jimmy insists on me wood, him mechanic. Because I couldn't have done this. Folks, one thing that I do not do is work on vehicles, but I'm glad that I know people that can. Well, I'm glad that we've got that truck fixed. And I thought, you know, after my friend Jimmy, I'll tell you what, he's a really good friend, comes over here to help me all the time. But I've got something that I want to show you that is kind of humorous in a way, but in a way it's kind of irritating too. So let me show you what happened. So the other day I'm in the cabin working, right, and I hear this commotion going on. The dogs are raising Cain, and I come out, and there is a 3500 dually Ford pickup sitting in my driveway with a, I don't know, 10,000 pound generator on the back of it. One of those that's made by Ingersoll Rand, sitting here in the driveway spinning, almost even with the solar panels. The guy stops and I'm like, "Hey, what's up? What do you need?" He goes, and I kind of suspected, So I run out here, and you can see where I'm standing. You see Jennifer's house right there? You can see it right through the woods because there's no leaves, right? So I asked him, I said, hey, what's up? What are you looking for? He goes, I'm looking for the new house, and we're here to blow in the insulation. I said, you see that one right there? It's brand new. He just looked at me and goes, okay, thanks. And he started backing down. Never once said anything about being sorry what he did to the driveway. Not only here, but wait till we get done here and I show you. I tell you what, folks, it just amazes me that people, I don't know, it seems like we're losing respect. Like I said, if I had done that, I would have probably been out on my hands and knees saying, I am so sorry I messed your driveway up, because I didn't really have anything to do with it, right? Because it's my daughter's house. But anyway, you know, I'm not mad at him. I will have to wait till spring to fix it, because if I get out here now and loosen this up, it would just be a disaster. But let me show you some of the other that's happened. You remember I showed you the little bridge, right? My little bridge where they knocked the post out. Check this out. Okay, now the driveway's over here, right? I don't know how they made it over there, but they did. And then down through here, you know, getting over just a little bit too far to the right. But you know, the ground is kind of soft. It's just the weight of those trucks, and then people not being able to drive right or correctly, I guess you would say. But he was pulling in this way, and I told him, I said, your best bet is to back out of this driveway, get turned around and back in over there to Jennifer's house, because there is nowhere to turn around. So now that's part of my neighbor's driveway going up there where they had to turn around. Then I guess you can see the driveway down there. So I'm going to have a lot of work come springtime on this driveway to be able to get it back to where it needs to be. And then we're going to have to load it down with gravel again. Temporary setback here, being able to get in and out without getting your vehicle all nasty and all muddy. But you know what? I would rather have a nasty, muddy vehicle and live out here in the country than have a sparkling, clean vehicle and having to live in town, because I did that most of my life. And I'll tell you what, it is so nice to actually step outside most of the time and hear nothing but crickets. So I decided to take a little walk, and we'll go down here and we'll see what they have been doing and see how far they've got, and they may have it done. Anyway, we'll check it out. I tell you what, folks, it's a mess around here, but they're going to have a whole lot of cleaning they're going to have to do. They've got all the walls sprayed with insulation. I know there's no light in here, folks, but I'm just trying to give you an update and show you where they're at. They've got all of the insulation blowed in here. That's her kitchen ceiling right there. And the walls. And then that's what they had left over from cutting all of the extra off, so that they could have it even with the wall on the 2x4 for putting on a sheetrock. So yeah, it looks like a disaster down here right now, but like I say, you always have a lot of cleanup when you're building. I've got something that I'll show you here in just a second when we get back up there that I picked up for Jennifer, and that's one reason that I took off time to fix the brakes on at least one of my trucks. Y'all, don't disrespect me because I haven't done it. I just got, you know what I do. There's so much to do. So I'll see you at the top of the hill. I picked up 20, there's 22 here. 20 of them are schedule 40, the other 2 are schedule 80 to go up the pole, but these are actually push joints where you slide one up into the other with the glue, and then she has 220 feet of number 2 aluminum triplex up there. Now that price for that, I think, would have been somewhere around $2,000. She got it for a little over $500. She knew somebody that got her a discount. These 22 pieces of pipe, that roll of wire right there and a box with 2 elbows. The elbows were $30 a piece. Whatever else is in that box, I didn't really look, but anyway, it was $1,200 for just this. I mean, it's kind of like that battery. That's ridiculous, folks. Like I said, we're talking about plastic right here, and of course that aluminum wire. But you know what? Let's get the box out and see what else is in there. Okay, got a couple of couplings, right? And some threaded nipples right here. And we've probably got, I don't know, I think there's 6 of those in there. A weatherhead. Well, I didn't see the elbows, did you? I didn't open the box because it was sealed, so I guess they're missing their 2 elbows. She knew how much they cost because they billed her for it. But anyway, she does have it. They will be getting their power in pretty soon. I did call the guy that did their land, or actually did the work for them as far as getting the land prepared, and is going to do their landscape work for them. And he said that, you know, he needed to be here the same day that the people were here for this. That way they can dig it, put it together, and cover it up all on the same day. That way he doesn't have to make an extra trip back over here. Which was good, because, you know, he could always charge, but he's a good friend too, and he's trying to save him money, and that's the smart thing to do. But anyway, friends, that's about all that's went on here this week because of having to take time out to repair the vehicle so that I could go and get this, because nobody else we knew had a truck. Nobody else in the family had a truck big enough. You know, the little short truck with short beds, yes, but this would have been, you know, too awkward to have driven. I think it was like 110 miles round trip that I made to pick this up right here for him. But it was well worth it because of the discount that she got. But yeah, isn't it crazy how much we pay for stuff like plastic and aluminum? I mean, if she'd had to pay full retail price, I figured that it would probably have cost her somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,000. But thank goodness she was able to find somebody that helped him out to be able to save a little bit of money. Friends, I'm sorry there hasn't been any more that's gone on up here this week other than me trying to fix vehicles so that we could go and get this, like I said. But I did want to give you an update on Jennifer's house, homestead number 2, and what I'm doing up here on homestead number 1. Friends, thanks so much for stopping by. We really do appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you back up here at the cabin again next time.